Good afternoon. Can you see my PowerPoint slide? Today we are in forecasting. Hi, Jason. So yesterday we learned about the practical and discussion, the factor influencing how do you make operation decisions in Hard Rock Cafe. How do you buy material? How many employee? How many hours you need to open? Okay, and then sometimes if let's say the cafe less customer in the middle of 3 to 6 p.m. they close for lunch break, right? Some of the restaurant, I mean not Hard Rock lah, some of the restaurant. Okay, so for tutorial we are more to calculation, simple calculation, but it will guide you and assist you for your decisions before you buy the material or job standby. When you look at this table, this naive forecast, how do you do naive forecast? Naive is just simple forecasting, like, okay, today is Thursday. Okay, we don't know how many students will attend the class. Then we will see, oh, yesterday we have 20. So I assume today also got 20 students attend. Okay, so the forecasting on today is actually based on the data happened yesterday. T minus 1, previous data. T is today. T the actual based on yesterday data. Okay, so this is naive approach. How about seasonal? Okay, let's say we want to see how many Hari Raya hamper going to sell this year due to MCO. Okay, so this is the forecasting hamper you need to prepare. So what do you need forecast? You base forecast on the Hari Raya duration on the previous year. It will be every 2 years or every 3 years. It's up to you. But T forecasting on current year equal to do the forecasting based on the previous year. Because seasonal and seasonal. Christmas, do Christmas. Mother's Day, you do Mother's Day forecasting. Okay? For data with trend. Okay? It will be, something like February, March, April. So you do the forecasting based on the trend that you have. Or maybe based on the warehouse. Warehouse number 1, warehouse number 2. So you see the trend. So warehouse number 10, you will just get the similarity. And then you just based on the naive assumption. When you have the moving average, means that you take the previous, not only one, it could be 3 months or 3 years consecutive. Then you take equally, let's say you are taking 4 moving average, then you divide it by 4. That's how it's similar to getting your mean calculations. But this moving average is selectively. Mean is A to Z. That everything you sum it and then you divide it. But this moving average, you take the backdated one. Okay, our calculation today will show you how do you calculate moving average. With moving average, you have some numbers for you to calculate. A rating. Okay, and same divided by the number. Let's see the calculation question for today. Oh, I'm so sorry. Still have exponential smoothing, the formula. Okay, so the formula will be given during your exam. So don't worry like you have to memorize. the most important thing is you know what it means. This T means T minus 1. What is A? What is F? A is actual. F is forecast. Okay. So when you do the forecast using naive, using accurate, moving average, then now you want to do the comparison, the forecast and the actual one. Then you see the differences between the actual value and the predicted, your forecast. Then we want to see the difference. Is it a big error, big gap, or small gap? That's why you have learned the theoretical on your lecture class. Mean absolute deviation, or MAD, means that easily to compute. Okay, let's say your forecast is 3, your actual is 2, so your difference is only 1. You easily to compute it. Mean square error, okay, means that the error, the difference, you square it so that you have a larger number. Then you can see the larger impact. Okay, I give an example like this. If let's say your figure is only 1, 2, 3, just a small difference. Okay, but if let's say you square it, the number will have a bigger jump. Then you can see the differences on the square error. Do you know what is square or not? Okay, so MAPE means mean absolute percentage error. Okay, so this is to calculate, to put your error in the percentage review. So when you're doing the verbal communication with your colleague, oh, just 5% difference. Not much. But for a manager, for a CEO, will think that 5% is a lot already. You should have 0.01% error. You know what I mean? Okay. So this is the formula. You can get it from the textbook or your lecture. This is just to show you the summary, and also if there's an exam question asking you forecasting, the formula will be provided. Don't worry about that. So for MAD, you take the actual and forecast divided by the number. The MSE means square the error, you square the error and divided by the number. MAPE, the percentage, you take the differences and then divided by the actual, and you have the 100%. So your answer will be in the percentage number. Very easy, very easy. Let's see the question for today. 2 questions. Okay, the electrical contractor, they want to check, this is the last 5-week job, the actual job done. So now he want to see week 6 got any, he just want to do forecasting first, forecast before week 6. Okay, so then we will see the actual after past week 6. Now your question is predict the forecasting on week 6 using these 3 approach. The first one, naive. Remember naive? You use the previous data. So week 5 is 22. So that's why naive for week 6 is 22. Done. The answer is so simple. A 4-period moving average. So you take the last 4 period. Okay, you take this 4 and total it and divide it by 4. But if the question asks you 3-period moving average, so you take this 3 divided by 3. Okay? Exponential smoothing. You see, I told you the indicator will be provided. And you use 20 as your week 2 forecast. Okay, let's see the answer. So, I told you just now, naive, just get the numbers from week 5. The 4 period, you take 22, 18, 21, 20. Okay, you divided, you got this number. Naive and 4 period, the calculation got some difference. Okay, now the exponential smoothing. The indicator is here and you use week 20. The exponential smoothing, you need to count every week forecasting. Then only you can get week 6 forecast. How do you get week 6 forecast? You see this calculation. So now you want to calculate week 6. So you have to take the week 5 forecast plus 0.30 and actual week 5 minus forecast week 5. Okay? But you need the previous data. Don't worry on that. We have to start from beginning. Week 3. Why week 3? Because week 2 forecast is provided. So you take the week 2 forecast plus the indicator. The actual week 3 is, the actual week 2 is 22. The forecast for week 2 is 20. Press the calculator, you got week 3 forecasting 20.6. Okay, so you see, week 2 forecast is 20, week 3 forecast is 20.6. Continue with week 4. Week 4 forecast, you need to take week 3 forecast. Week 3 actual and minus week 3 forecast. Okay, and then you got 19.82. The same you repeat for forecast number 6. And number 5 and number 6. So how do you, then now only you can calculate and get forecast number 6. What do you get in forecast number 6? You got 20.17 from forecast week 5 plus the indicator and week 5 actual and week 5 forecast. So your forecast week 6 is 20.72. Okay, so for this question, A and B is very easy, but you have to be careful with C. Even though with the simple number 20.6, 19.2, but you still need to be careful because when the question is too easy, you more easy to make mistake on that. Okay, you have any question for question 1? Which part you do not understand? Please let me know. Hello? No question? Yes? No? Okay, make sure you don't have questions. You can understand, naive, 4 period, and exponential smoothing. So go and look for more practice from the textbook. Different situation, different condition will ask you different way of questions. Okay, I go to question 2. You see, this one is first forecasting technique. Okay, this is the first forecasting technique, the second one and the third one. So the question 2 here, we have the actual demand and 2 forecasting technique used for calculate the demand on the bottled water. So forecast 1 is done by me. Forecast 2 is done by you. So what is the question need? You calculate the MAD based on the forecast and you check forecast 1 or forecast 2 is more accurate, and then you explain. MSE, which forecast is more accurate? And then question C, MAD or MSE, which one is better? Why? How do you advise the manager to choose which method? And you compute the percentage error from this data set. And which forecast appear to be more accurate? Okay, let's see question 1, the answer. Okay, so you see here, you have to copy this table to the new form of Excel sheet before you start calculate. Okay, you copy demand and forecast 1. And the error is here. How do you get the error? 68 minus 66 equal to 2. 70 minus 72, so it's negative 2. Okay, and 80 minus 71 is 9. So when you remove your negative sign, you have this sum 32 error for technique number 1, F1. So how do you get the square? So 2 square, 7 square, 2 square. Okay, that's why you get the square number, and this is the sum of your error square. Repeat the same thing for forecast technique 2, and you get 24 and you get 106. Calculate the MAD. So your forecast, the error is 32 divided by 8. Forecast error number 2, you take 24 divided by 8. 24 has a less error compared to 32. And then, of course, your number is 4 and 3. 3 means the value error less. Less error, less mistake. So you have no issue. Okay, which means forecast technique 2, which is done by you, is more accurate. So you need to give answer. Forecast 2 is more accurate. In your exam, you need to make sure your table is 100% key in correct. Then only you can answer. If not, everything wrong. Part A wrong, part B wrong, and part C wrong. Okay, so we go to B. You compute the square error. So you get this 176 because the square error divided by 8. Okay, and 106 divided by 8. Then you get the number. Do you have question on these two parts first? How do you get the formula? Here, this is MAD and this is MSE. Okay. So, in practice, how do you decide you want to choose MAD or MSE? What factor? How do you choose? Actually, both are okay to use one. Just that one is very more natural. MAD is just 3 and 4. Right? Very small. That's why I told you in this one is a small, more natural. But when you square it, your numbers become up, shoot up. You see, the numbers shoot up. Okay, the numbers shoot up. Okay, then the error is small. Both can be used. It's just that how do you want to present your data only. So come to part D, last questions for today. How do you calculate the percentage? Okay, this is the formula because it's a bit complicated. So you take the actual minus forecast, divided the actual times 100, divided by the number. So the actual forecast is this one, right? The error, the differences, and then divided by the actual. Okay, divided by the actual. I'm so sorry. Okay, with the drawing, and then divided by 8. You get a percentage, 15.34. Then you do the calculation comparison, definitely F2 is more accurate. You see, when you use MAD, MSE, MAPE, it's a different perspective. One is for natural calculation, one is big numbers of difference, and another one is the percentage of the difference. Okay? Any questions on the tutorial part? I have finished. Which part you want me to repeat? Which part you want me to repeat? Can. Pevita. Okay. So, can you see my eLearn? Okay. From the eLearn screen, I have opened the Turnitin submission link for you to check your Turnitin percentage. You can log in multiple times, no problem. Of course, you put in your whole report first, and then you check your percentage, only the content percentage. Okay, you check the percentage there. Then next week, I will tell you that how do you label your file and what do you need to submit for your complete assignment. Just for reminder lah. Then otherwise, don't you come to ask me, hey, what to submit? Maybe you have forgot. So I have reminded you the submission is week 7, Friday, 11:59. This assignment link, Turnitin, you can have multiple submission. The first 3 submission, you will get the result immediately. After 3 times, you will get the result after 24 hours or 48 hours. Okay, don't waste the chance of the first 3 times. After 3 times, if you still don't get your percentage, then you might miss your submission or miss out your submission deadline because you don't get the submit on time. Okay, so let me give you the eye checking code. Anyone you want my help to do eye checking attendance for you? Okay. Okay, Xi Qian, done for you. Okay. Still got 10 more. Abdurajit, Jingyan, Gabriel, Joanne Lee, Jonathan, Mace, Maximus, Samuel, Guachai. So today tutorial, okay, forecasting MAD, MSE, and MAPE. Go and look around the questions and practical question like Hard Rock Cafe like that. How do you do forecasting and what is a factor? What is a solution suggested? Okay. So I have done tutorial. If nothing else, you can leave the class, no worry. I have done. Thank you very much.
Miss.
Yes.
Yeah, can I ask some question about the assignment?
Okay.
For part 4, right, it's about specific performance. So I want to ask, right, is it like for part 4, we need to analyze whether our company or the products has met the specific focus on those performance, on the performance objective?
The cost, speed, and everything, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we analyze and then we say like that whether they got achieved competitive advantage, is it?
Yes. Is it positive result or negative result? Your own analyze.
So is it focused on product or the company as a whole? Is it?
It's up to you. You want to focus on product or you want to focus on services?
Because like from the very beginning, we already decided on focusing on product. So maybe we can just go for product or for the end.
What company you do?
McDonald's for McChicken.
Aiyo, so easy topic. So many information.
Yeah, need to find the articles to support.
Yes, make sure you have the journal article and ebook and all these things.
Okay, thank you, Miss.
For those who work on the popular topic like McDonald's, Coca-Cola, KFC, Apple, Samsung, I have so many versions of assignment report. It's easily to do benchmarking. Oh, why you get so less information than what I got from previously? I didn't say that I want to make compare. It's just that maybe you don't work hard enough for the topic because I know a lot already about McDonald's. Just give your assumption only.
Yeah, it's quite hard to get high score because too popular already.
That's why you choose McDonald's.
It's easy to find information, Miss.
No, you managed to find cost, speed, quality.
We are researching now We are doing that part right now.
And do you know what is McDonald's consideration of trade-off?
For me, we are planning to they are sacrificing flexibility for speed. Because they want to focus on speed, so like they don't want to introduce some new menus, because that might affect their speed of making the McChicken.
Okay, you continue writing. I will see your report.
Okay. Thank you, Miss.
But good try on that. Don't worry on that. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Bye-bye.